Hey guys, it's Thomas here at Corona Cigar Stand Lake. Today we're going to be talking about cutters, all different shapes, sizes, styles. So let's grab our favorite cigar and let's talk about it. There's a lot of different ways to do this. In my time here, I'll tell you, I have seen some people bite the end off their cigar. I've seen them even cut them with knives. The real question is how you want to cut it. If you're going to be using a regular style cutter, that's what we're here to cover today. So that's going to be your straight cut, your V-cut, and then your punch, and also the spear from Brizard. So let's dive into the industry standard, the straight cut. The straight cut is going to allow for a consistent airflow. The thing is, you have to remember what ring gauge your cigars usually are. If you smoke larger ring gauge cigars, you're going to want a larger ring gauge cutter. Some of the ones that we have here, you'll find, have a pretty small ring gauge that they're going to be able to cut. It's not a problem, but remember, that's going to be a limitation for you. It doesn't mean the cutter's bad by any means. Now, what you're looking for is some cutters with amazing steel. The steel is going to allow that cutter to maintain an edge for a lot longer, and it's going to last a lot longer for you. So some of the ones that we have here are going to be your Brizard Co. Very nice cutter. It's going to have two different colors on here. Brizard is also going to be very smooth, easy action, very good steel. It's going to last you several years, if not a lifetime. Zeno is going to be another big name for you. Once again, beautiful action, very smooth. The Zeno Platinums are going to also offer that nice touch of just a beautiful cutter, beautiful design, and it feels amazing in the hands. Davidoff as well. Davidoff doesn't just make amazing cigars, they also make some very fine accessories, including their cutters. This straight cutter right here, very smooth, beautiful action, very nice finish with that copper and rose gold. This right here is going to last you a lifetime. Don't forget St. DuPont, they don't just make amazing lighters, they also make some phenomenal cutters. Now this is a wonderful cutter because it's not just going to limit you to a straight cut. This is also going to be a V-cut as well. Wonderful spring action, very smooth, amazing chrome finish. Cannot go wrong with an St. DuPont. Prometheus is also one that I can highly recommend personally. Prometheus has an amazing line of spring action cutters. Very smooth action, very nice. Cannot go wrong with a good Prometheus cutter. So without further ado, let's go ahead, let's grab a cigar. I'm going to show you guys how to use that straight cut effectively. So here I have the 20 Acre Farm from Drew Estate. Uses the Florida Sunburn tobacco. Beautiful blends. Now you'll notice this is a Bellicoso. Yes, you can still straight cut a Bellicoso. Wonderful smoke, very consistent flavor profile. Absolutely beautiful first thing in the morning. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my cutter here. You want to come down about 1/4 of an inch into the cigar. And then snip. Let's get into V-cuts. V-cut is going to be one of those that is a rising phenomenon. A lot of people enjoy the V-cut for a variety of different reasons. A very strong flavor profile, more consistent smoke. If I'm V-cutting, it's actually because you're a little bit more of a wet smoker. That's okay. Don't worry. Essentially, the V-cut is going to move that tobacco a little bit further away from you so you don't risk the cigar actually becoming too potato. It's very nice, especially for a consistent flavor profile. So for the V-cut, we've already shown off our St. DuPont, but we have some other options here that are also amazing. With your Brizard Co., this is going to be a nice, smooth action V-cutter. These are going to be nice because they are going to not use that spring action, so it's extremely reliable. You don't have to worry about those springs wearing out on you. This is also going to use that same high quality steel that I mentioned earlier. So it's going to stay sharp for a very long time. You're going to get a lot of cuts out of this. And with this genuine red leather travel case, this is going to make a great pairing for you. If you're looking for a very interesting cutter, this is brand new from Zycar. Zycar just released their flip. It's based on the VX2 platform. Now, it's a spring action cutter. Straight cut is going to be a perfect cut. And then you still get that really high quality steel, that you would with any other Zybar product. Last but not least, Corona also has its own set. Very, very nice and well-built cutter. Uses some very good steel. Has a very nice crisp spring action, so you cannot go wrong with something like this. This would be a great daily carry for you. The V-Cut is extremely versatile. It's not one that is going to have one regular way of doing this. You can do a shallow V, where you're going to actually inhibit some of that smoke. You're not going to get quite as much out of it, but for those of you who want something that's going to burn well, the shallow V is going to be a great option for you. Or you can go deep V. The big difference here is going to be how deep you cut the cigar. You can also do what's called a crown cut on a V, which is essentially where you take the cigar, you cut it with a V-cut, rotate it 90 degrees, and then cut it again, making an S on that head. So the standard for the V-cut is going to be that beautiful deep V. We'll use our Zybar flip cutter right here. Now I tend to cut along horizontally across that gap, but people will also go ahead and cut vertically going with that band. How you smoke it is entirely up to you. Like I said, you have your shallow V where you're actually going to back your cutter out of the cigar a little bit before cutting. We're going to go ahead and do a deep V, which is where you take that cigar, you're going to put it all the way into your cutter and then snip. All right. So that is going to be your beautiful deep V cut. So let's talk about punch cutters. Now, the punch cut is generally going to be a 9mm, but you can also find 11mm punches as well. Up here, we have some of the 9s. Let's take a closer look at our ST DuPont punch cutter. As I said, beautiful chrome cutter. It's also going to be nice because this can go on a keychain. Won't be able to lose it that easy. Some of you might. You have this beautiful spring-assisted button right here. Makes it very, very smooth. As this comes out, remember, this is a very sharp punch cutter. It's going to hold that edge for a very long time. It's going to be something that you can use every single day without fail. My father has their multi-cut, which is going to be right up here in front. So this has a punch cutter. So this punch is going to be made with a very high quality steel. It's still going to hold that edge. The nice thing is, not having the springs, this is going to be extremely reliable. Open it up, punch your cigar, and you get a nice amount of leverage for that punch cut. That carbon fiber finish is also gorgeous. Lastly, Grizzard. So this is a little bit different. It comes with this beautiful, genuine leather case. Also can be worn as a keychain. Unscrews. And it's very simple. You punch the end of that cigar, twist, pull out, you now have a hole to smoke. So let's go ahead and show off that punch cut. Now, the benefits of the punch cut are that usually punches are going to be small. It's also going to have a nice consistent burn, and it's really going to focus that smoke from your cigar onto that flavor palette. With something like a Fox Press, like our beautiful Liga number 9 from the Drew Estate Lounge collection, this cannot be overstated on how good it is. All you're going to do, you're going to take that cigar, find the center, and then push down. Might have to rotate the cigar just a little bit. Then usually, you might have to fight with it a little bit. That cap is going to come right off. And there you are. Beautiful punch cut. That's all I have for you guys today. Remember, straight cut, V-cut, punch cut. Those are going to be the industry standards, but how you decide to cut a cigar is going to be the best way. There's no right or wrong answers. If you decide to go with one of these three, by all means. If you decide to cut the cigar with a knife, you can do that. If you decide to chew the end off of it, go for it. However you cut a cigar, that's the right way. Once again, guys, my name's Thomas. I work here at Corona Cigar Sand Lake. I'm happy to help you guys whenever you come in. We look forward to seeing you. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video. Thanks for watching.